Hey, and welcome to Pageant Prep 101. This episode is beauty hacks that every queen should know. So let's get started. The first hack that I think is important for every woman to know, especially if you wear a lot of black, even if you're not in the world of pageantry, is that you can take a pair of pantyhose or nylons and you can kind of scrumple them up and rub them along that deodorant line mark and it will rub it off. I'm not kidding. It is the most handy thing that I personally have used a bunch of times. So that is definitely a must know. The next one that I want to bring up, and it may kind of seem a little weird, is Vaseline. Now, Vaseline has many different uses. Some of them not probably as strange sounding as what I'm going to say. But you can take Vaseline, rub it on your teeth, and your lipstick won't stick to your teeth, and it actually makes your teeth appear whiter. So if you want that big, white, bright smile and you don't think yours is where you want it to be, Vaseline is always a good trick to go. So here's another trick. I know personally, depending on what kind of pageant system you're doing, if you're doing a more natural one, this might not really apply to you. If you're doing more of a glitzy glam look, or you just like that tan look, then this one might help. But I know a lot of people go and get a spray tan, or they put tanning gloves on, and they rub like a lotion tan on. But I personally find that tans, they blend better and look more even if you use a brush to apply them versus like your hand where, certain pressure points might show up darker. So a brush is always, in my opinion, the way to go. Dark lipstick will always make your smile look whiter and brighter. Now, that being said, know your skin tone and your hair color and what color palette is going to complement them, because certain complexions don't match with certain lipsticks, and they actually don't complement each other. They actually kind of disagree a little bit. So I really think as long as you know your palette and you know what you're wearing, and dark lipstick can always be in your favor. Me personally, I always go with that more natural looking color, but again, darker sometimes is better. It does pop a little more, so just be careful. Now, personally, to remove makeup, there's a lot of people who use normal makeup remover rinses or makeup remover wipes. Me personally, what I do is I take coconut oil with no water, and I just kind of rub it all over my face, make sure it's really in there. And then I take like a wipe, a normal baby wipe, or a makeup remover wipe that's a little more dry, and I just wipe it off my face and everything's gone. I find it more effective personally than the store-bought makeup remover wipes and rinses. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's just the fact that the oil kind of picks up the makeup a little better than just your average concoction. So that's my personal trick. So hopefully it works for any of you who may want to try it. I personally know a lot of people, some in pageantry, some not, just women in general who like to get their nails done. Now, professionally, of course, it costs more money, but it's always going to last a bit longer. But when you're in a pinch and you're not sure what to do, I have personally before just gone to the drugstore and picked up those kind of do it at home really quick. You can put on in a snap artificial nails, whether they be French tips or what. I'm just mindful of my look that I'm going to wear to make sure that it complements them. The only advice I have for that is there is the ones that are the easy press on, and of course they're great. in a pinch. But I personally have that if I, run my fingers through my hair, that some of them have popped off. So I recommend, if you're going to do that, to do the glue version, because you have less of a chance of them just popping off really easy. Yeah, they may come off the next day or later that night, but they're not going to come off while you're on stage. So to hide eye circles, you use a lighter shade of concealer and then a high definition of reflection powder together, and then put it on. I find that that always gives you a more natural look but hides them extremely well compared to like just normal foundation. Another thing you can do is, it's more like the day before prep or like early in the morning, to do with eye circles, is you dampen 2 peppermint tea bags the night before and like kind of chill them in the fridge. In the morning, lay down on your back and for like 10 minutes put them under your eyes, and presto, like the eye circles are, they're not as dark. Most cases they're not really visible at all. So that's kind of like a, obviously you got to prep a little beforehand for that one, but it's very handy too. And the last thing that I kind of want to touch base on, is I personally find, by being a mom of four and being in my 30s, that with age, in your 30s and kind of above, up into like the 40s, 50s, I find that a dewy makeup looks better with your growing like complexion, with helping hide wrinkles and like making your age look flattering on you. So don't, don't do that cakey look that a lot of younger girls like to do, because that's just it. It will come across with your age and with your natural aging process of your skin as kind of like a cakey complexion versus a natural, healthy, moist looking complexion. So that's everything. I hope you guys find some of these hacks useful. And if you have any personal hacks that you use, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. Or any kind of challenges that you're finding to do with pageant prep. I would love to hear them in the comments, and we can address them in one of the next videos. I'm so excited to continue to do more episodes for Pageant Prep 101. Until then, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.